Hey everybody, Marlon Egolf for Draft Magic, back here doing the sweetest format ever, and it just came back on, which is a wonderful thing, because I recently decided I would never do another Innistrad, triple Innistrad draft again, since I realized that it contained my two least favorite cards in Limited I've ever had to deal with, which is Invisible Stalker and Spider Spawning. So now that I don't have to play against those, I can play in the wonderful world of Ravnica, and this is quite the pack. It's got Fireman Angel, which is a very good card. Flying, First Strike, Life Gaining. And it's got two of the best, these might be the two best commons, Compulsive Research and Faith's Fetters. So I really don't know what to pick here. Dimir Guildmage is very good. Clutch is good. Evangel is good. Aqueduct is good. Unfortunately, the pack isn't deep enough so that something's going to table. I'm going to just take the Fireman here. I'll just go with raw power. I don't know. Back when I drafted this set a lot, I probably would have been smart enough to take the Faith's Fetters, but now I am stupid. And here I think it's just Boros Garrison. There's a bunch of cards here that are fine. Fire Conclusion's a lot worse now than it used to be. Since damage doesn't stack, it was usually just a 2 for 2. You know, you trade with a guy, stack damage, conclusion. But now it's still fine since there's a lot of Saprolings in this format and stuff like that. So it's usually no loss of relevant card advantage. It's kind of like Altar's Reap, except a lot better. Rotworm's good. This thing is fine, I guess. Signet, but this is just the best card here. Obviously, it's red-white, and this is red-white. And these, they let you play less lands in your deck overall, since they're 2 lands in 1. Flask Conscription. Alright, so Nullstone Gargoyle. 9 mana. This is also a good pack. So the options here are Flash Conscription, which is a, what's it called? Ray of Command. That the creature also gets lifelink-ish. It's like it's the lifelink that triggers. For some reason, they went back and usually they errata things on Moto, but when they errataed lifelink, all the old cards like this, what's it called, Exalted Angel, stuff like that, they still left it as a triggered ability. So I don't really know why. I'm sure there's some reason. Or Farseek, which is a very good card in this format. And Dismisser, which is amazing. I think Dismisser's actually the best card here. I think it's better than Flash Conscription. And I have no problem being like white. In the next pack you can go blue-red, which is a very good combination. And in the last pack you can go Azorius. And here, so we've passed a Psychic Drain, because we're passing this. Psychic Drain, and then the other guy, the Miller guy, so there's somebody could actually have the Mill deck. The Mill deck was very good in Triple Ravnica, but got worse as the other packs were, brought into existence because Dimir Guild was the milling guild. So I think Clinging Darkness, Bramble Elemental, these cards are all fine. Congregation is fine. I think I'm just going to take Surveilling Sprite. A little bit better than Terraformer. Terraformer comes around late, too, sometimes. I kind of like this card. It's like an Oculus. It's a flying Oculus, and I was always a big fan of Oculus. And here, you... Oh, alright. Well, I think it's another bounce land. These things are super important. Your deck is going to be better with a bunch of them, and getting them out of the way early actually lets you take, different cards. Because if this wasn't here, I could take, a spell. So the more you get early, the better your spell options are later. Because, you want a bunch. I don't think you want to play more than, 4. So we'll take that. Ooh. Alright. So I think Mark of Eviction, isn't this card really good? Behavior Upkeep, I mean, it's... With Dismisser, it's really mana intensive, but it kind of just wins the game. there's a lot of good cards to combo this with. Dust Mantle's like a really bad Drown Yard. This card's very good. I already took this. This card's kind of combo-rific, I guess you could say. Convolute's not that great. Yeah, I'll just take Mark. Mark used to be a first pick. It still might be, if people knew what it did. Now what do we got? Wartorch Goblin. So I think it's one of the red cards. Fury Shield's kind of good. See, when I started playing Ravnica, it was right back when I got into Magic. Like, I got back into Magic after, like, 7 years, and I'd never drafted before. So I started drafting with Kamigawa, but didn't really know what the hell I was doing. And then I started drafting Ravnica. This guy, like, can be good, but he's, like, randomly just awful. I think Wartorch Goblin just gives us some early drops. But anyway, on the subject of Fury Shield. So then Ravnica came, and I was, like, randomly amazing at it. Like, I went through a stretch where I think I won, like, 16 matches in a row in, like, sanctioned drafts or something like that. Like, I was randomly amazing at it, even though, like, I still wasn't that good at Magic. Like, something in this set clicked. Like, this was... If like, my Magic skill is, like, a curve like this, like, my skill level was, like, here, but I was very good at Ravnica for some reason. Yeah, Lore Broker's a looter. Yeah, it's good. So this pack, Voyager Staff is quite good, actually. Resets, or kills tokens, makes enchantments fall off, and does cool things with cards like Dismisser. So yeah, not as good as when damage stacked, but most cards aren't. So anyway, the whole point of this table, pretty good with Surveilling Sprite, was saying, like, I used to play cards like Fury Shield, and I'd win a lot, but now, thinking back, I don't know if they were good or not, or, like, if I just... Because, like, now I look at the card like that, and I'm like, I don't want to play it, but back then I used to play cards like that, and I do well. Like, I don't know what that's a function of, if they were actually the correct cards, if I was onto something, or if I just was stupid and, like, stuff worked out that way. This is the only card that's playable in this pack. Celso Brute is, like, okay, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Just take this card. Could potentially be annoying. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I don't really know what my trick was back then. I don't know why I was so goddamn good at this format. And now I can't win an Innistrad draft to save my life, despite the fact that I am, like, definitely a better Magic player than I used to be. Let's see. Let's see if we do that like that. No. Sideboard card. I don't like cards that must attack each turn if able. Coalhauler Swine. Remember that being bad. So, if I had been smart instead of stupid, I probably would have taken Faith's Fetters or... the other card, Compulsive Research. And foil rare that doesn't do anything. Let's see. So, Stitch in Time. I always wanted this card to be good. I mean, because it's... If you win the flip, it's... If you're guaranteed to win the flip, it's like one of the best cards ever. You know what I mean? So it all depends on how lucky you think you are. Like, if you think you're really lucky, and you're always lucky with this card, it's probably one of the best cards ever printed. But if you're unlucky with it, or if, like, if the variance is, like, realistic, it just doesn't do anything most of the time. So our picks are the Turf. I guess we could do Pillory. Pillory is a better card. Torch Drake. I'm gonna take the Gruul Turf. We have Celestia Sanctuary, so we can play green cards if we need to. It makes it easier for us. There's nothing like Torch Drake is fine, but it's not overwhelming. Pillory is the best card here, but it's not too much better than the Bounce Land. The Karoo, as they are called, Sky Swallower, huh? All of my permanents. It doesn't even have Trample. What a bad card. Alright, so our hope to go, like, blue-red is not coming to fruition right now, so we need to take other cards. Or I guess we could just take Basilica, and then we'd be set Alright, why is this... yeah. So we're gonna color sort. So I have good blue cards. I mean, this isn't that good. Goblin's playable, but not amazing. Nothing really good for white. Although I have these. So I could just... double splash white, splash red, I don't know. I think I'm just going to take the best card here, and then just like jam random things. The best card here is Blind Hunter, and I'm really not missing up on anything by not taking it. Alright, whoa. Maybe it did work out. So this, maybe my plan would have been good, I just didn't see anything, because this, and this are all very good. And this is very good too, but I think we're going to take the rare here. It's definitely not as consistently good as Steam Core Weird. Well, shit. Because I have Mark of Eviction too. I don't know, the power level on this thing's pretty insane. Yeah, I'm just going to take Evoke. I'm going to go with my theme of taking splashier rares over better commons. Djinn Illuminatus. Also Repeal. Well, I'm going to stick to the theme and take the splashier card over the better card. Nothing else really to say there. Repeal's probably better, this card is cooler. And screw it, I mean, if I lose, I'll just do another one. Because I love this format. So I guess that's why... never mind, I was going to say that's why I was so much better at this format. Because I would, you know, consistently take the better card over the splashier card. So anything good here? Signet, I guess. I don't have any signets. Bounce Land is good too, but I mean, I want something to accelerate me. I don't think... I feel like I'm in this draft with a lot of people who haven't played the format before, because Squirrel Turf probably shouldn't be there. So I'm going to take the Signet. Turf is better, but I have 3 Karoo lands, and I have no Signets, so... take the Signet. This, I should not be looking at this. Is there anything here worth taking over Boilerworks? This card might actually be worth money now, because people are talking about black-white tokens in Modern, once Dark Ascension comes out. I think I can... this card's big enough so I can splash for it. And this is better, but I think people seem to be taking... people don't seem to be valuing these correctly, so I think I should be able to get at least one more, and you don't really want more than 4, because you don't want an opening hand with like 2 of these and no other lands. So I'll just take the Worm, which I might play. I don't think I'm taking the Blind Hunter, or I don't think I'm playing the Blind Hunter. Return target creature whenever it attacks. I've got crushed by this card. This dude I used to play against, Chris K, who was like my drafting nemesis. There was one match where he had this and Thought Picker Witch and this guy, and would just sack this guy to Thought Picker Witch and then attack with this, bring back Dismisser, put my guy on top of the library, and sack Dismisser again to exile it, and that killed me frustratingly and quickly, but no Nephilim for me today. We're just taking Train of Thought. Vacuum Melt or Petrahydrox? I think Vacuum Melt. I remember this card being good, although it's like a lot worse than something like Whiplash Trap. Let's see. I only have 8 guys. More like 7. Let's see. I still think this is a little better. Right? I think I need guys. Vacuum Melt is a little better, but I need guys. So, and anything good here? I guess this could be the most problematic. It's not playing Sky Swallower. Leap of Flame, instant. The only card I might play. Withstand is fine if I'm... yeah, I only have 1 white card, which is double white Fireman Angel, god damn it. Still. Not gonna play another Leap in Flame. So I'll take that. Little messy. Little messy draft. So again, not playing another Leap in Flame. Not playing that either. This is not a good card. This can actually be annoying. And we'll continue the theme with taking mage marks. So let's see what this last pack has for me. Anthem of Rakdos, huh? So yeah, this is not the greatest. Definitely not something we want in our deck. I think the Sinister Minister is the pick here. It's a nice little tapper. Then this isn't exactly the strongest pack. This is a pretty good card. But, Minister, it is best card in the pack, like kind of by a lot. And, what do we have here? Muse Vessel. Target player exiles a card. You may play the exiled card. Good, but extremely slow. Alright, cards that we might like. Assault Zeppelin. Ixbitter, but I don't think we're black. Yeah, I think that's like the one color we can't play is black. Plumes. Maybe Plumes is fine. Well, it is fine. It's good. So I think we're going to take that. Move a +1/+1 counter and move an aura. That's fine too. But I think Plumes is just a removal spell, so we're going to removal spell it up. And here we have Ocular Halo, which is a card that I always loved. Enchanted creature has draw a card. Let's see, cost sort. Halo is good if it's never answered. I think I just probably need another dude, right? Something like that comes out fairly fast. I mean, I'm going to be playing white now. I just didn't get any white the last pack, but that's because it's white-black. So, we'll take this guy, the 2/2 flyer. And we're going to take another 2/2 flyer. This thing, if this thing's enchanted and you can't answer it, it just beats you. This thing is not that great. This thing is not that great either. Although it would be an interesting combo with Mark of Eviction and like some other card. But we're just going to take this. A lot of good cards in this pack. Prov is fairly obnoxious. Paladin of Prov. Whenever it deals damage, it's a 3/4 lifelinker-ish, and you can forecast it to give a creature lifelink. This is prevent all combat dealt target creature that it would deal. Nice trick, kind of mana strange. This is actually a good trick. I think we're just going to take another flyer, though. But maybe, I mean, am I playing green here? I have Streetbreaker Worm. That's about it, huh? So there's a chance I don't play green. I'd rather just play a 2/2 flyer that I know I'm going to play. And Sporeback Troll. So this is Trial and Error. So what's the trial half? Turn all creatures blocking or blocked or counter target multiple spell. We're going to take another removal spell here over the Simic Growth Chamber. And now we have Ocular Halo, which I think is... Riot Spikes is fine, actually. But I do enjoy Ocular Halo. Yeah, I think I'm going to Halo it up. I think I'm going to play it. This is a card I used to like back in the day, and I was good at this format back in the day, so maybe it's good. Dread Slag, huh? Ranges from amazing to completely unplayable. Generally on the unplayable side, but you never know. Jury's fine, actually. Counter target creature spell. Wears an Ocular Halo very well. Anthem tabled. So this was a rare back in Alpha called Blaze of Glory. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Pretty low impact. Target, no. This is pretty bad. Anthem, Troll, Shambler. Shambler's pretty big. Troll seems a little more annoying. Yeah, a little more annoying. Just because it's cheaper. If I do end up playing green, I don't need another 7-drop. And Simic Guildmage, huh? Simic Guildmage might actually be pretty good in this deck. Although Karam is like... Karam is certainly playable and good. I think Guildmage is actually good in this deck, because I have Mark of Eviction. So this trigger goes on the stack, then I can... Yeah, I'm going to try this out, actually. It's a card I rarely play, and Karam is probably more consistently better, but Guildmage seems kind of interesting. And let's see, Gatecrasher is good. I mean, it's a hill giant that destroys my Soulsworn Jury. So, I'm going to take that. And I guess we are playing red, huh? So we can play Gatecrasher. And... nothing amazing here. So I'll just take this little thing. Permanent is returned to your hand. Meh. A lot of people thought this would be actually pretty good in Standard. Ooh, that's a nice little gift. And this is annoying enough, so I'll definitely hate draft it. Thought that this could be good in Standard. I can't remember why. Maybe bounce lands or something. But what does this do? All damage, put a +1/+1 counter. Just a multicolored creature, though, huh? Oh no, there was something about Azorius Aethermage. Let's see. Mark, Sprite, Lore Broker, Train, Dismisser, Jury, Equinaut. What is this card? Oh no. Karam, Signet, and then a billion of these. Djinn, Invoke, give Guildmage a try. So it's 19 cards, huh? Fiery Conclusion. No problem playing that, especially with Djinn Illuminatus. Let's see, so Ocular Halo. Alright. Petrahydrox. Maybe. Alright, so... because I have the 3 bounce lands, I don't need to... let's see, every bounce land is like 1.5 lands, or something like that. So this is like 4.5 land. So I really only have to play like 15 land. I guess we'll count the Signet as half a land. Alright. So yeah, this is... so I need 5 more cards. Put these down there. Move this over here. So 5 more cards. We've got potentials. This and this. This. Splash for this big boy. Gatecrasher. Withstand. Move this. And Wartorch Goblin, but I don't think... this is a card if your deck turns out to be a little more aggressive, and our deck seems not to be very aggressive. So let's see. Voyager Staff. Voyager Staff is a card that I like. I think it's underrated. Well, maybe... well, I remember it being good. And also underrated. But that might be just because damage stacked. Although it seemed that there was like a lot of good things you could do with it. Let's see. Let's not do that. Let's do that. Plumes, this thing, that thing. Oh, this is here for some reason. Yeah, alright, so... guess if we said we need 5 more cards, these are 5 more cards. That doesn't work. Four, 5, 6, 7. So yeah. I mean, we have 3 ways to cast Street Breaker, which is fine. PH Drox and Voyager Staff. Alright, Aethermage probably isn't good. What returns things to my hand? The bounce lands. Mark of Eviction. That's really it. And otherwise, I mean, this has no impact. Otherwise, it's a 1/1 for 3. And I think that's fine, right? And then add land. Always an awkward process. Alright, so now that I've made my deck, let's sort by color. So I don't think I need any green. I have 3 ways to produce green. That's enough. I want early blue, and I don't have any blue bounce lands. So it's 1 more there. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red sources, which seems like it'll be enough, and 1, 2, 6 red sources actually with Gruul Signet, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources. Might need 1 more of those. I have double white for the fire main. Yeah, so I have 6. Yeah, I have 6 red sources and 5 white sources. So I think I'm better off with 6 white and 5 red. All right, let's see if I can recapture that Ravnica block magic.